Staying motivated when you're learning guitar can be really hard. It's easy to get distracted and discouraged, and ultimately all of us want to give up at one point or another. But I'm going to break down for you exactly how to stay motivated and, more important, excited for the day-to-day journey of learning guitar. There are 3 things we need to do to stay motivated on our guitar journey, and I'm going to break down each one. And then at the end, I'm going to share with you the one thing you might be doing that will leech away your motivation to learn guitar so much that eventually you're likely to stop playing. I'm Jake, and I've taught hundreds of adults who are just learning or getting back into guitar. And what's the number one thing we need to do to get better at guitar? Well, that's play guitar. So the big question is, how do we stay motivated to keep playing and to keep practicing? First things first, we have to tackle the elephant in the room, our ego. As older players, we come equipped with ego, and it is sneaky. Even if you're a humble person who's not usually one to brag, your ego can sneak in and crush your guitar motivation. Let me explain how. See, once you're at least 14 years old, you're already going to be an expert in something. Now, it may be making microwave macaroni and cheese, but there's something that you can do virtually without thinking about it. Driving, grocery shopping, choosing what to eat at a restaurant, waving at a stranger, hanging out, watching TV with your family. All these things sound like they're not something that you could master, but in fact, they are things that you have mastered. Let's use an example of the grocery store. Now, you may think you stink at getting groceries. Maybe you don't make a list, or you regularly forget stuff, or you end up with things that you didn't intend to get when you get there. But compared to how difficult your first week on guitar was, could you imagine if you were walking into the grocery store with your legs as unsure as your fingers were the first time you made a G chord? Could you imagine reaching for the cart and having your hands do something completely different, just like your fingers did when you were trying to change chords for the first time? Maybe you have a shopping list, but you can't even read it, just like the first time you saw a chord diagram or tabs and you didn't quite know what they said. That is how odd it is to your brain for you to not be good at something by the time you become an adult. So your ego says, hey, I don't like this. We should be good at this stuff by now. Let's put that down and not do it anymore. Go back to the things that we're good at. But just like driving, brushing our teeth, and being a good friend, we have to try and fail at something so that we can get better at it and ultimately become good at it. So taming your ego is step 1. And the way we tame the ego is we take that river running in the back of your mind that says, maybe I can't do this, and we bring it to the front of our mind. Because you can do this. I've seen hundreds and hundreds of students learn guitar, from retired accountants to working auto mechanics with arthritis and everyone in between. So yes, you can do this. And if you want help on your journey, you can come study with me for free at school.com/guitar in my free course and community. It's designed for older beginners, or if you're just getting back into guitar, and I'm always in there to help you out. Now you've tamed your ego, it's time to get motivated. So how do we do it? The main way we stay motivated is always put our guitar away, excited to play again tomorrow. As humans, we love to finish things. We love to get things done. The world presents us with these open loops, and our brain loves to close them. But we never really finish learning guitar. In my 24 years of playing, the mountain I'm climbing of learning guitar always gets bigger. There's always more to explore. So we should keep this in mind when we stop a practice session for the day. Instead of getting to the end or reaching the final step of our goal, we want to leave just shy of that. So we're excited to pull the guitar out and try again tomorrow. Now, I don't just mean abandon a practice session halfway through. I mean stopping strategically, leaving something that you want to do the next day. Let's look at an example. Let's say your target tempo for something is 100 beats per minute and you just nailed it at 92. Now you think you might be able to hit it at 100 and you're tempted to try. That's the perfect place to stop. Come back the next day, start it at high 80s, low 90s, and then you're ready to try it at your target tempo of 100. You're excited to get the guitar out and try at your target tempo tomorrow. Knowing you're this close to something you've been shooting for leaves that loop open in your mind, and your mind wants to close that loop by coming back to practice tomorrow. So we conquered our ego. We have a plan to stay motivated, but how on earth do we pick what to play to stay motivated to practice? How do we choose what to actually learn? The way we do this is by always chasing excitement. Now, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying you should start a brand new song or a lick or a project every single day. So what do I mean? I want to explain with a story. See, I have a student, Brian, and Brian loves country music, mostly country music from before 1995. And see, Brian spent weeks working on power chords because someone told him it was his next step in the guitar journey. But Brian didn't really like playing power chords. He didn't listen to any music that had power chords, and he wasn't seeing how it fit in with what he was drawn to listen to and ultimately play. So he found himself practicing less and less because he felt like he had to get through power chords and back to what he really liked. Don't be like Brian in that you're learning power chords or anything because you feel like you have to. Don't let anybody else tell you what you have to or you should learn next in your guitar journey. You are an artist and a musician. Listen to yourself about what makes you excited to play. Some players learn full songs over and over. Some learn just a few licks or solos. Some love lead playing, others rhythm, open chords or closed chords, playing with a pick or fingerstyle, acoustic or electric. Try it all and play everything if you like it, or pick the things that you're drawn to and focus on those. Now, for a word of caution, there is one thing that will leech your motivation. And if you're not paying attention, you won't even notice. Don't use chasing excitement or stopping in the middle as an excuse to not practice things that are difficult for you. See, we're motivated to do things we're good at. We like doing things that make us feel smart or creative. And if you never practice the hard things, the difficult things, you won't see that forward progress. You won't get over that hill to where you feel confident. And without that confidence, guitar loses all of its fun. The real secret to having fun and staying motivated as a guitar player is watching yourself move forward towards the goal. Now, the goal is cool and it's great when you arrive, but most of the joy is found in the day-to-day, step-by-step, minute-by-minute progress towards getting to where you want to go. It's important to celebrate the small wins. In fact, I would love it if you would comment down below what your most recent guitar win is, no matter how big or small it might be. And if you're looking for a killer warm-up that takes less than 3 minutes to start off your practice sessions, I know you will love this video right here.